right. Shalom Yasharala. Before we get started, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Salakia. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Back another video, another lesson. And this lesson is going to be a response. Get your mind right for 2026. All right, and I was watching the elder Monaghan video, get your mind right for 2026. All right, he was going through, how AI, is getting more powerful as we go on. And as you see nowadays, people are using AI, and you can like I saw a video earlier where this dude, you can transform yourself into a whole different person. And he was speaking on how they can use AI to, make have things happen, or because you can use AI to, make like real life scenarios. Like I be seeing videos on TikTok of people using AI to, have Kobe Bryant, down in the streets and stuff, just doing random stuff. But they can use that to blame us, have us doing some crazy things. When we know persecution is gonna come. That's a part of it. That's a part of this ministry that we're in. Because the men of old, they went through it. We're gonna go through it. Matter of fact, let's get, what is it? I was thinking of it. Revelation 2:10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast." Who's the devil? The devil is Esau Edom, so-called white man. "The devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." So they can use these type of, which is their Satan's devices. They can use these devices to blame us even more. Have us doing something crazy, have us, look like that we're doing something but we're not. And people are gonna look at us even more crazy. But that's a part of what we're in. There was another one I was thinking of. Let me see. I'm trying to think of it again. Revelation 2:10 we had, and there was another one. That's fine. Let's go get this. This is an Apocrypha. This is 2nd Esdras 16. Jump down to verse. I'm just jump down to verse 70, and it says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." All right, a great insurrection upon. Let's get this in the GNT. Let's get a GNT version. Because I believe it says something different in that. 2nd Esdras 16. Right? And 70. It says, "In many places near the cities there will be violent." Listen to this, right? "In many places near the cities there will be violent, persecution against those who fear the Lord." You see? A violent persecution. How's that? They're going to come after the men of the Lord and those who believe on the Bible, right? It says, "The attackers will act like wild people. They will plunder and destroy without pity all those who still fear the Lord." You see that? So they're going to come after, of course, Hebrew Israelites. They call us BHIs, but that's not who we are. We're Hebrew Israelites, not black Hebrew. They tie that black to that because black means, void of light. It's a negative term on us. But we're just Hebrew Israelites, So these are the things that, we got to prepare ourselves for. And as the elder was going into his video, we got to, utilize the spiritual tools, prayer and fasting. That's a big part. Something we got to, I know brothers are doing it, but if you're not doing it as much, as myself, Prayer is a big thing, and fasting ties in with that. You know, they don't gotta be a full day. You don't gotta, hurt yourself, overdo it. But intermittent fasting, don't, you know, eat throughout the day, and at certain times, you can, eat on something. But sometimes you gotta get into that full day fasting. You go a day or a day and a half, or try to go 2 days. Something we got things that we need to work on as we get ready for this devil come down with persecution. Because that's what he's gonna do. Let's get another one. Let's get that Satan's devices. I believe. Let's just type in Satan. Yeah, 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. You see, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, and AI is one of his devices. That's one of his left-handed practices, right? Devices.
Strong's G 3540. Naima.
This is a mental perception, thought, and evil purpose. That which thinks, the mind, thoughts, or purposes. And what is his purpose? His purpose is to fulfill his NWO. His purpose is to put his device, that MOTB, inside of you. Because that's what it's all going to lead to. It's all going to lead to control, dictatorship. You being subject to a C-hip in you, which is the MOTB. All right, you being in a 15-minute city, being traced, you having what do they call that? A UBI, Universal Basic Income. They give you a credit score. You can only spend so much on certain things. If you spend too much, that's it. They're gonna freeze your bank account or take all your money away. Or if you come up against the government in some type of way, they can freeze your bank account or whatever. It says down here, a perception, a purpose. Okay, it's a device, mind, thought. So this is we're not ignorant of his devices. We're not ignorant of his purpose, of what he wants to do. This is Esau Edom we're talking about. So get your mind right for 2026, and this goes for myself. This goes for brothers and sisters too. Because the men before Yahushua had to go through it. The men of the Lord, the apostles, Paul, even the prophets in the Old Testament, they went through it. Jeremiah, Ezekiel, okay, these great men that we hear about in the scriptures, they went through that persecution. Even by their own, John, Peter, they, Yahushua is a great example. The Pharisees, Sadducees, scribes, these were Israelites that came up against their own people. I was gonna get it one example. There's one X I'm thinking of, but I can't think of it. Let's just get this in Revelation. Revelation 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth they have but a short time, and he knows his time is short." He only has a certain amount. He's been loose for a little season, as it says in Revelation, I believe the 20th chapter. Okay, and his season is coming to an end. Let's get is it 3? No. This is 2 Timothy 2. I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahushua, and the things that thou hast heard of me, among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach." We got to endure hardness. Trials and tribulations is coming. Okay, to suffer, endure evils, hardships, troubles, to be afflicted. And that's what's gonna come down the line. endure affliction, right? Doesn't it say in there's Ecclesiastes 2:1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Prepare your soul for things to happen to you, you know? And that's what's coming, you know, later on, well, soon down the line, man. You know? So get your mind right for 2026. You can go watch the eldest video. You know, this is what we got to prepare out spiritually and mentally, you know, prepare ourselves to, you know, go through that straight gate, you know. But I just want to make a quick video out of that. Lord willing, was edifying, you know, it was exhorting for you brothers and your sisters out there. We don't give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, great millstone. Peace and salutations to those 4 elect. Lord, was edified. To them, say, Shalom.